Hey everybody, it's Doom here, and we're back in part 2 of the Gnoll. The Gnoll. We're in the Monster Manual 3.5, and that's what the Gnoll looks like in the picture. And here's the official Dungeons flag, one of the official Dungeons flag Gnolls. I shouldn't say the. We have a whole unit of Gnolls. It's a monthly box. I don't know when Gnolls are going out. But these are pretty sick, dude. This guy is sick. So what I'm going to do is continue painting on this fella, and now I'm getting into a darker brown. I'm going to dampen my brush. I'm going to start getting in here in some of this under parts of this armor. I just looked outside and it's Omega bright and I'm having trouble seeing because of it. That's what you get. I had the dogs out earlier and I didn't even go out with them. I just kind of sat inside, and every time I get a little bit sick, my eyes get super light. Oh, I just got some on his brown there. Every time I get a little bit sick, I get super light sensitive about stuff. I wear special glasses, safety glasses for work and stuff, so that when I look at warehouse lights, or and different companies have different lighting, and they're starting to go to LED more. And if it's real bright and obnoxious, it kind of blinds me. So I use special safety glasses that disperse light. And I'll tell you what, they're amazing. Without them, I would be, every time I glanced at the wrong thing, I'd be spending 15 seconds trying to get my eyes to adjust, and my eyes would always be uncomfortable. I'm nervous about this part around his face here. There's a lot of touching parts that I don't want to ruin. My friend gave me a magnifying glass setup, but I have an awkward thing trying to use it. It's got a light all the way around it, and it's like a big lens. But I like working through the magnification is really awkward for me. Starting to come together, starting to look like we want them to. And by what we want them to, I mean more done than not done. After I finish the Monster Manual, I will take time and I will go back and teach you guys, for those of you that need it, I'll teach you guys how to get miniatures on your table quick, because that used to be my bag, was getting stuff done quick and in a playable state. And I just, for one thing, with Dungeon Swag minis, I hate to rush on these. I like to take my time because they are so nice, and Sven is so talented. I don't want to do like a terrible job on his minis and then be embarrassment to him. Yeah, I mean, we pay to use his minis. We pay for the rights to them, don't get me wrong. But I just really respect his work. And I've never had Reapers or any other like Gnolls or anything where I was like, oh, this is so good to have. I can't mess this. No, I've never had. Now, I do have a couple Dark Sword minis like that where I would never dare besmirch the artwork behind them. But when it comes to just most like inexpensive tabletop minis, Sven's are the only ones that I'm ever going to bat an eye and go, wow, I need to really take my time on this. If you get a little on the teeth or antlers or horns or whatever these are, I think it'll be okay because we can just come back after we dry that up and hit that with white. Because we're going to come back and we're going to hit all that stuff with like a bone color. So it'll be okay, I'm pretty sure. We're going to get that eye patch too while we're here. That dark brown. Okay. Let's grab a metallic. And I don't want to use anything super bright. So I'm going to use this gunmetal. And I'm going to put a dab of this weapon bronze in as well. And I'm going to get a dab of this. This is called dark stone. It's like a grayish brown. And I'm going to make a disgusting color. A disgusting metallic. To kind of look like pot iron, which is like the cheapest. We melted other stuff down to make this metal kind of garbage there is. I can't even think of anything made out of pot metal, but there are products made out of pot metal. I swear there are. I can't. It's like the crappiest, just we melted this down garbage though. So if you look in medieval times, when they had to make peasant armies and they had to use their non-regular trained combatants to fight, they often didn't have steel and everything to get these guys kitted out. So they would just start melting down whatever they had. And that's kind of what pot metal is. And to this day, they still use pot metal for some stuff. Okay. He's got like a brass knuckle thing on this hand. We'll hit that with that disgusting iron color. That dude's got a ring on top of wearing brass knuckles. All right, Sven. Well played, buddy. Now, are there any other metal parts on this? Yeah, so right here we have some metal rings on here, which I assume were designed to break up the look of this a little bit. And then we got some metal spikes on his armor and... Oops. Knocking shit down. So on his chest, he's got some little spikes here. And then on his arms here, he's got some little spikes. We're just being real careful. More so just focusing on dabbing them than actually painting them perfectly, because we don't want to make any mistakes that we can't come back from. And then we want to do that kind of top banding part of the armor. It's likely going to be metal there. We want to hit that ring on his belt. Oop. There we go. That was not beautiful. Just brain farted. I'm going to hit these spikes, these blades on his arms. Got a blade there that's got okay. Now there are some tiny studs on his like rivets on his I don't know what those are, strap thingies, and I'm concerned that my brush is not going to hit those well, so I'm going to grab that new brush that I got that Mrs. Doom bought me for my birthday, and it's called the Insane Detail brush. And I'm just going to tap those with that ugly metal color. You know, the first mini I ever painted was a chainmail Gnoll. That was in, I don't know, 90 something. Early-ish 90s. It was the first mini I ever painted, and it was $16 at the time, which for me was like more money than the entire world. I bought it at a gaming store called Phantom of the Attic in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Which, by the way, there are still 3 Phantom of the Attic stores in the tri-state area. One of which I'm kind of buddy with the owner. We bullshit when I go in there. One of which the dude's like super political, and I don't like getting drawn into that stuff. So I don't really talk to him, but I will buy minis from him. Well, not minis anymore. I used to buy minis. Now I hate to say this, but I just don't really buy minis anymore because of the Dungeon Swag stuff. Chances are, unless it's something that we don't have anything that'll work, this is the only time I'll dish out a penny for a mini. And I have a 3D printer too, which kind of, even if I wasn't doing Dungeon Swag stuff, I probably would spend far less on miniatures than I used to. So whatever this thing is on his calf here, or whatever, not calf, but on his shin here, I'm going to hit that with some metal. I'm pretty happy. All right. This next color is called Pallid Bone. And we're going to need a little bit of white. But I'm going to use off-white. So I'm going to spread this white out pretty good so there's not an enormous amount on the brush. And I'm going to come back in on some of these spikes and stuff where I made little mess ups. And I'm going to clean those up. Okay, I think I cleaned those up pretty fast. All right. Now we'll check his teeth to make sure I didn't get anything on those. And it looks like I did not. And then we have these skeleton pieces, or skull pieces here, up on the weapon that we need to kind of give some love and attention to. So I'm just going over to the spots where I accidentally got other colors of paint that shouldn't be on there and cleaning those up. And you don't even have to do it perfectly. You just kind of get that ballpark. That's the deal with this stuff. You want it to look good, but you don't, there's going to be imperfections. You've made some mistakes at this point. Now we're just trying to doctor those mistakes up to make them look good. Okay. All right, plus we're going to set that up here for a minute. Get the +2 hot air gun burning. Well, that brush is in dire need of soap cleaning. Oh, there's a spot we missed down here on his feet. We're going to get that tape back down here. We're going to do all his nails on his feet real quick. We're going to get that pallid bone color. We're going to color these skulls. You want to go a little thick on this. I normally don't recommend going super thick with these, but we want to make sure we get it down in all them crevices. The crevasse. Come on, sir, get it in the crevasse. It's where she likes it. Wow. Perv. I just stabbed his teeth with it. And I forgot about his damn toes. Of course I did. Still don't know what color to do his nose. We're going to get that metal and those little spikes that were part of the bone decor. We're just going to make those metallic real quick. Okay. Then we're going to get a little bit of this brighter sterling silver. No, not yet. Never mind. Hold on. Hold off on that. We have that off-white out. I'm getting a fractional brush. I'm going to keep my fractional brush out and use a little bit of this cloudburst blue. I'm going to do his nose. And there's a little spot right here on his ridge line. I'm just going to darken that up with that bone. All right, let's get a base. Or hit his base. Put my fractional brush away. Put my starter brush away. Put my other brush that I wasn't even using that's out for some reason away. And get my workhorse brush that replaced my favorite workhorse brush on Earth. My favorite workhorse brush on Earth got super glue in it, and it's a tragedy. And I've tried to clean it and clean it and clean it. It's just not coming back the way I want it to. So let's get some burnt umber. And this is just $1 or a Walmart craft paint. I think I have to use a restroom again. I have to speed this up because I don't want to have an incident. Alright, I'm getting a medium brown. This is called chocolate bar. Got a little bit of a reddish tint. I usually use melted chocolate, but I just happen to grab this first. And I'm just going to drag that around in there and add some variation. You don't want to leave any brush lines, so if there's any spots you kind of missed earlier with the other brown, you can grab those now. This is called Pavement, and it is my hands down favorite color. It's a Walmart paint. Well, I don't know if the brand's a Walmart brand, but I got it at Walmart. I always get it there. It's called Apple Barrel. It's like the cheapest paint, and most of them are really bad, but this one is so good. Such a good color. +2 hot air gun burning. This is a medium gray called Pewter. Just leaving what I have in the brush. Wiping it on some cardboard. And then getting some variation on that stone. I'm going to get a lighter gray. A real light gray this time. It's called Country Gray. And I'm wiping that off to just about a dry brush. It's real light. And then after you mix it with that, it's obviously not as bright. Okay. We're going to hit this with the +2 hot air gun burner real quick. Put my brush away. We're going to get some clear glue. And a toothpick. Or part of a toothpick anyways. Pop some of that glue off of this one. Okay. And you can put as much or as little glue on here as you want per flock. You don't want it to be beautiful. You want it to be kind of like jagged and all right, we got a couple little things we got to do. Let's get this really bright shining silver and just get a tiny bit of this. It's something we can use to do some little bit of dry brush work. And let's catch the edge of that axe. His little knuckles. Just the edges of those blades on his sleeve there. The tips of these spikes. That little blade there. Those little spikes up on his chest. Just brush those lightly. Okay. And I'm going to come back and just use whatever I have. A little bit there on the edge of that. Might get a little bit more actually. Okay. All right. So there he is. There's our Gnoll. Oh, I didn't get my pupil. Hold on. Let's get a tiny little bit of paint here. I'm gonna need that cardboard there. He doesn't really need a pupil, and I don't think he's gonna add a lot to it, but. All right. There's our Gnoll. We got to be about halfway done with that damn book by now, right? Let's hope. No, I'm joking. I enjoy doing this with you guys. I really do. Thanks for watching, seriously, because there's 100 YouTube channels out there. Well, a million of them. And they're all a lot more interesting than mine is. And when you guys take the time to watch me, I don't edit my videos or anything. I'm not fancy. I have no production value. I just, I say, F it, let's make something. And I paint minis and I craft stuff out of garbage. And you guys that keep watching, it blows my mind. I'm so appreciative. You just couldn't even understand. So if you like what we're doing here, by we, I mean I, because even though I am one half of the Dungeon Swag team, you don't see Asko down here in the driving down to get in the shop with me. So it's me. If you like what I'm doing here, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, comment, share. Go to the website, buy some minis off us. That'd be sick. And come on our Discord and hang out with us, play video games, paint. And I will be around a lot today because I'm sick. So you'll get lots of quality time to play video games with me. I think I'm going to do some 7 days maybe, or some Enshrouded or something. I don't know. All right. Thanks for watching.